Hello and welcome. Hope you guys had a wonderful Monday. Thanks for joining me. Court is back in session with your guy, Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. Make sure you support the channel by hitting the subscribe button. If you're watching on TikTok, please click follow for great sports content. Welcome in to Speaking with Judgment. Say whatever you want about OKC. You're going to hear things like they're not good enough to win a 7-game series. They're not built for the playoffs. They're not good enough to win. OKC is just a regular season team. But the thought that just kept coming into my mind in watching some of the game yesterday, and again, being reminded that this OKC starting lineup is young and talented, is how Oklahoma City is so deep and has so much firepower. Give them a lot of credit. With their backs against the wall on the road, and for them to be as young as they are, they showed up. This series was on the line, and they stepped up with a gritty fourth quarter. This time, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was clutch in the fourth. I like Shai because he plays with such confidence. He plays with zest. He can get inside and create things, gets to the free throw line. When the game got close, he got the ball in his spots and made plays. When it counted, he made his presence felt. His presence was felt for sure. That's why I think he's the MVP. I would be very shocked if he doesn't win. That would be highway robbery. And once again, it came down to the play of these two teams down the stretch. In the final 6 minutes of Game 4, SGA scored 8 points on 3 for 6 shooting. Better effort from him. In Game 3, it's almost as if he wasn't even there. Scoreless in the final 6 minutes of that game. Great production from their role players. The bench mob came through. Caruso, Wiggins, Wallace. It was about the level of impact and contribution those guys brought off the bench. It was not a great shooting night, but OKC, as SGA pointed out, they hung their hats on defense. It was an ugly game offensively. It was very ugly offensively. The entire game was bad in terms of shooting. Both of these teams struggled to shoot the ball, but what they did was follow their philosophy and their identity, and they did it in a way that it wasn't sexy. It was their defense and the bench, of course, that won them the game. Having Caruso screening in clutch time instead of leaving SGA on an island was effective. Caruso championship experience, getting it done on both ends of the floor. Casey Wallace, man, with the timely threes as they were making a run to get back in the game. His defense on Jamal Murray, outstanding. Defending him at a high level. I love Dort. He's OKC's best perimeter defender. He's probably the best perimeter defender in the league. You can make that argument. What he brings for them defensively is next level. And then SGA provided the finishing touches. But it was their defense that held off arguably the best clutch team in modern playoff history. Gotta feel good going home tied up 2-2. The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Denver Nuggets on Sunday. It's now best of 3. OKC responded, and they definitely needed to. As a team, everybody stepped up. I think this is a gritty team led by Shai. You know, obviously he's the heart and soul of this team, but it's what the guys around him could do as well. It's what they're capable of doing as well. And if they hope to win this series, they're going to have to do it as a team. It's a special group they have over there in OKC. This is exactly why I'm not worried about the Thunder. I think a lot changed last night with their win over the Nuggets. OKC with the series now going back to their place has every opportunity to win Game 5. OKC, I think, is good enough to win this series in 7 games. Oklahoma City has a lot of momentum going. I was not surprised at all. I was not surprised at the outcome and how it played out. And by no means am I counting them out of this series. OKC is the most disrespected team. I get they were awful offensively when Denver looked tired and couldn't buy a bucket. Yes, they let the Nuggets hang around. The energy was off with them at times. There was no heart from anyone, it seemed. Sure, there are moments, where they struggled, but overall, they confidently closed a game with clutch plays down the stretch. Gritty win, but they got to find the offense. And I think to beat Denver, OKC needs to find cleaner opportunities on offense. I can say they sure came to play and they earned it. What I just find so amazing is that, and this may be a topic that you're going to hear over the next couple of weeks, or however long OKC ends up lasting in these playoffs, is how nobody talks about OKC's bench being deep. It's the deepest bench in the NBA. OKC's bench outscored Denver 35-8. OKC outscored Denver 29-18 in the fourth quarter. I'm more in awe of that just watching a team where everybody knows their role. I'm amazed by this team to be so talented and so young. They got a lineup. This series could easily be 3-1 Thunder. Game 1 is a game they probably should have won. They gave that one away. Then they choked at the free throw line to blow Game 3. That was a championship response by OKC in Game 4. The level of disrespect OKC versus all these other teams is crazy to me. Not sure if we've seen a team this good and talented get this much disrespect. The bench production was the difference on Sunday. The bench players had their best game of the series. Great execution collectively to survive Game 4. And now the Thunder will go back home with a chance to close it out. Or not close it out, but a chance to go up 3-2. We'll see what happens, because this series is now tied 2-2. It's going to be good. Okay, folks, that's all for this video. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you all. Before I go, please remember to like and subscribe and follow on TikTok. See you guys again very soon. You guys have a lovely night. You guys take care of yourselves. We'll talk again very soon. I got more NBA content coming up for you tonight and tomorrow. So stay tuned and hope to see you guys again very soon. Take care, everyone.